So I actually transferred from Iowa State to University of Nebraska, and I was just trying to do I quit football, I quit my major and whatever, and I was looking for stuff to just get involved with, and I saw an ad club flyer. And
Advertising club.
Yes, advertising club flyer. I'd been interested in advertising club at Iowa State, and so I joined, and I went to the first ad club meeting, and the president stood up, and I fell in love immediately when I saw Stephanie.
Once I kind of got in there, uncovered some things about you, then I was like, oh, this guy's great. And then we started dating. We dated 4 or 5 months, got engaged, and we got married about 5 months after that. So it was, once we made the decision to date, it was off to the races.
I remember we were living in San Francisco, and I was doing work as a copywriter. So I was kind of, on to all these different jobs, and I was like, well, maybe I want to be a copywriter and just come up with amazing one-liners for advertising, right? My friend Brian was visiting, and I took time off to just walk around San Francisco with him, and he was the one that was saying, like, you need to do this, you need to just start a business. And even then I was kind of thinking, like, yeah, well, I'm doing like this part-time thing, like, and if this thing takes off, like, that was always kind of like my thought, is like, if this side project thing kind of takes off, like, of course I'll do it full time. But he was the one that really helped me understand, like, oh no, man, if you don't just put it all on the line for something, it's never gonna happen.
I mean, name any up and down that a typical startup might go through, and I feel like we've been there. From growing pains and how we handle that, to then having, like, how are we going to make next week's payroll type of panic situations, to having to drastically hire and scale up so that we can accommodate sales, to having to let go of 3 or 4 people because we're dissolving a division of our company, or any of those things. So those are some of the, like, hard things business-wise.
I would say I've come to the really difficult conclusion that I'm just hardwired this way. A 40-hour-a-week, normal job, normal pay, all that stuff. That I wish I was hardwired that way. That sounds amazing to me, right? And I'm just not. And so Bulu Box and what we're doing now, whether it's the company or whether it is the just process of learning, those are the steps that I need to go through in order to get to where I want to go.
Personally, because we're kind of in a somewhat unique circumstance where we're a husband and wife co-founder, that brings like a whole new level of challenges. So I think the biggest one for me is when we work together, making sure that we treat each other the same way we would any co-founder, even if we didn't have a marriage outside. So when I'm working with Paul, I'm not letting the fact that I know him better than anyone else knows him, and I know what makes him like all those sorts of things, that I'm still giving him the same respect I would any CEO at any other job, so I think that's been probably the toughest part.
That is what wakes me up in the morning and drives and be the best damn CEO, co-founder, husband, etc. that I can be. And just this whole mentality of, like, surviving is over, and I know that you can thrive, and I can have it all if I put in the work. We can have it all, our company can have it all, and you just gotta put in the work.
Like, I'm here to be Paul's sidekick. That's what we always say. So as long as Paul wants to do it, I'm here with him.
I'm Paul Jarrett, and this is Why I Create.
I'm Stephanie Jarrett, and this is Why I Create.